We have the opportunity to permanently protect 442 acres in the heart of one of the most complex sections of the Flathead River, a braided area including islands, sloughs, wetlands, and riparian forest, just east of Kalispell. This area, known as Owen Sowerwine, is ecologically diverse, with large cottonwoods, shrubs, snags, and downed woody debris, which provide excellent habitat for birds and wildlife. Owen Sowerwine also borders lands protected by government agencies and conservation easements, and connects to over 12,000 acres of conserved land along 50 miles of the Flathead River and Lake. This network of undeveloped open space and natural habitat is used by lots of wildlife, including grizzly bear and a large number of birds.
This area we've counted so far, we've been keeping track of the species we've seen over about a 20-year period, and we've got 156 so far, and there's probably more than that. The other thing is that this area has also been designated by Montana Audubon as an important bird area, which is an official designation for areas that are especially good for birds.
Owen Sowerwine also borders a mile of the Stillwater River, over a mile of the Flathead River, and at least 1.3 miles of intertwined channels connecting the two rivers. The riparian forest and wetlands along these waterways help sustain the integrity, healthy function, and water quality in both rivers and Flathead Lake. The property is also a community treasure.
It's less than a mile from the Kalispell city limits, and I see people down here just enjoying all kinds of recreational activities, from just hiking to nature walks to birding, hunting.
The area also provides opportunities for conservation education for local schools. Kids each take something different away from their field trip experience at Owen Sowerwine.
It reminded me of taking walks with my dad when I was little. So that was really fun.
I really like seeing the nature and some of the birds and the Stillwater River.
I really like the trees, mainly. The ones that curve around and make an arch I think that's beautiful.
Despite its natural and community values, Owen Sowerwine has another purpose.
Yes, Owen Sowerwine is state school trust lands. It's lands that were set aside when we became a state to support free education in the state of Montana. This particular section Owen Sowerwine is on is supporting K through 12, and DNRC is the entity that manages these school trust lands here in the state of Montana.
For the past 40 years, Flathead County, Montana, and Flathead Audubon have held leases and licenses to allow Owen Sowerwine to be managed as a natural area while providing some funding for schools. However, a long-term solution to ensure the natural habitat of Owen Sowerwine remains intact, as well as provide substantial funding for schools, has been sought for years. Flathead Land Trust has proposed to purchase a conservation easement on Owen Sowerwine as that long-term solution. Without a conservation easement, the future of Owen Sowerwine is not secure, because DNRC is obligated to consider other uses of the property to generate revenue for Montana schools. These uses could include cabin sites, agriculture, grazing, timber sales, or residential or commercial uses.
Flathead Land Trust is very excited to be proposing to purchase a conservation easement on the Owen Sowerwine property because of its incredible natural values, the integrity of this property for the birds and the wildlife and the habitat, the riparian habitat is really incredible. Not only will this provide funding for the state of Montana for K through 12 schools, but it'll provide permanent protection to keep this place the way that it has been and enjoyed for decades.
You can help permanently protect Owen Sowerwine and support Montana schools by donating to the project online or mailing donations to Flathead Land Trust.